It's that time of year, the bells are ringing, and it's the season of giving. The Salvation Army will be out in full force for their signature Red Kettle campaign for the holidays. And here with how you can get involved is Major Tim Gillum and Operations Program Director Bob Poff. Good morning to you both, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
How are you guys doing today?
So
busy.
Okay, it is busy.
So we've started to hear the jingle of those Salvation Army bells already, and I hear that tomorrow marks the day that this year's Red Kettle campaign goes into full effect. We know that the Salvation Army does good with the funds, but what exactly do those dollars actually support?
Well, first and foremost, it helps us get through the holiday season. Next week, for example, on Thanksgiving Day, we have 2 big meals in Fort Myers and LaBelle. Hundreds of people will be served that hot meal. And then we have our Christmas programs that people are more familiar with
right.
the toys for the kids, our Angel Tree program. The money helps pay for those forgotten angels. But then beyond the holidays, if we're fortunate enough to have a good campaign, it helps pay for those year-round services and programs, our shelters, our rehab addiction programs, our wraparound services that we're known for throughout the year. So that money goes a long way.
And you've both been a part of several campaigns. What keeps it special for you guys? What keeps you guys coming back?
For me, it's personal, right? So last year, I observed 50 years of ringing the bell for the Salvation Army.
Wow, no way!
I started when I was a baby.
Yeah, you don't look up. A date past 20,
I know,
21 maybe.
But here's the deal. All of those years, as a child growing up, I was a recipient of Salvation Army services, my family.
Right. Cool.
So the food that we had and the toys that we had at Christmas came as a result of the Salvation Army. And so my resolve has been, for the last 40 years at least, to pay it back, right? And then to pay it forward.
That's really
special.
special.
I've had the privilege to be on now this end of serving people in the same kind of way that my family was served.
Right. So most people just drop whatever spare change that they have into the kettle, and maybe a couple dollars at most, and they might be thinking, it's not much. What exactly can small change like that really do?
Well, it all adds up. I mean, if someone drops $1 in the bucket, we live in a community where there are several 100,000 people who live here. $10 goes a long way. For example, $10 will help pay for 3 hot meals for someone who's in need of a meal.
And the Salvation Army Red Kettles, they've fed, as you mentioned, thousands of people. Why do you think the kettles have been so successful?
I think it's iconic. I mean, when people think of Christmas, they think of the Salvation Army Christmas kettle and the stand. Even going back to the black and white movies, you see the Christmas holiday movies, you see that kettle stand standing right there.
Thank you so much for both being here today. Of course, for more information on the segment, you can go to fox4morningblend.com.